shall we? Here we are at the burning. Right off the bat. People are already upset.
Dingleberry was upset at them.
Which does kind of just make it funnier.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. If it pissed somebody off, I did my job.
All right.
Dingleberry. Which one?
EJ Massa.
Was
massive dingleberries.
EJ is very
massive dingleberries.
EJ is very supportive. No, I have no idea what that is.
It's bad.
No way.
It tastes initially like
bad.
root beer and then it tastes like hell.
We're talking about Moxie soda, Diet Moxie.
No thanks.
It reminds me like it should taste like Dr. Pepper, which I have an issue with because it always tastes like I'm drinking.
Oh, it's your brother's soda? He's going to be pissed.
Well, you can't put it in a public soda
Yeah.
place and expect.
A public soda place.
This is like the
Possibly.
bananas all over again from last year.
Wait, there was secret special. bananas that
Oh,
went
yeah.
on?
We've never told that story.
I wasn't.
You were here for
Foster.
that.
Yeah, I was.
And you weren't here for this.
I wasn't
Nina.
here for this.
Someone had a little
Story
piss
to me.
fit.
So, whatever his name is, he brings bananas
And
for a
ice cream.
cookout. And for a cookout, you generally want to bring things.
Anything he does at these
He,
is
he,
not.
he, has
salad.
he has a habit of bringing like special things that we're not
Yeah.
allowed to touch to parties.
Which,
Yeah, so
you know,
he has
pretty
bananas
cool,
to make
but-
bananas Foster at some point during the night.
He's
when
a bit
we're
of a
making
minstrel.
Fire. Yeah, he's a minstrel cycle.
A minstrel cycle.
So he puts these bananas on the side of the table that everybody has like free reign of food over. And Jake, of course, Jake Sadek comes along and just is like, "Hey, buddy," and he
he
grabs
would.
one and starts eating it.
Hey, buddy.
It's somewhat obvious. It's not really,
Poor
you know,
Jake.
to be in
He had no
a
idea.
brown paper bag below everything.
He just scarfed it all down.
And he's
Oh,
sitting there
banana.
in the background, of course, not eating any food that's good. He's eating bananas. Sees that the bananas have now been eaten, thinking that somebody did it on purpose.
It was a malicious.
To spite him.
But it was
Jake-
as unmalicious
Jake just,
as it
yeah,
gets.
Jake just wanted some fruit, apparently. Has
Jake can't be malicious.
a little hissy fit, like always, about something, throwing things around, being a little pussy.
A piss fit,
Pussy
I think
fart.
was the word.
Yeah.
A piss fit.
A piss fit.
So anyway,
Wait, I don't remember him actually getting angry.
here we are next year. Yeah, he was pissed about it.
Really?
Yeah, because he thought we were doing something against him. Had to
Oh
go to
yeah,
the
he
store
started
to, like-
getting. He started burning puppets and stuff.
Bananas.
Remember that? There was like John had some puppets. 'cause
They were
we
Muppets.
No.
There
In
was
fact,
a Muppet. Rolf.
They found puppets down in the basement. He somehow got attached to
puppet
them
and a
all of a
Muppet.
sudden. Didn't want anybody to burn them. Then when he went to go buy new bananas, Ellen burned them. Now that was to spite you.
Don't leave Alan alone.
So here we are, year 2, and apparently there was some secret soda in the public bin. Right.
Right.
It was
The
reserved
owner
for
of the
someone.
soda hasn't been upset yet, though.
No, and I don't
probably-
expect.
I
he
don't
would.
expect that he's going to
We
either.
nipped it in the bud.
But yeah,
The burning has become something of a spectacle. It's the invitees are expanding. It's
Yeah.
it's starting to cross into multiple areas of life.
there's now a press area.
There's actually literally a press area.
But there's a sober tent.
There's now a fan in the middle of the woods.
It's a smoke management device.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Let's talk about how useless that will be in the event of anything.
I mean,
It will make things worse.
you try to burn one organ in. What do you think happens?
We've never had like an issue. Why does he keep upping
I
the
only
fire
can imagine is
management?
maybe those people complain. It's not
I'm just
the
watching
neighbors.
this shit fall like snow.
Yeah.
Well, the smoke management
Black
device
snow.
is just yeah.
It's just
Putting the ash
just-
toward
Wow,
us.
this is actually
stupid.
this is stupid. Turn the thing off.
Maybe
Jesus.
maybe it's time to turn.
Oh, somebody put the
Somebody
industrial fan in the
unplug
woods.
John,
Junt.
That's
we
so
need you.
That is so he doesn't have to go every 2 seconds. It'll just keep doing it for him. Normally, he is a smoke
Device.
management device.
it's like an industrial strength fan. It's always been in his living room.
We always think that noise is just for the fun of it, but it really is smoke management.
Yeah.
Smoke management 101.
Yep. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
So we thought that this was a good idea.
Sure.
Well, I'm not sure these people did.
Would you like to talk about how your parties once were just a cookout and now they've turned into these events?
Spectacles.
of the
Yeah.
burnings?
Well, I've tried to kind of focus them a little bit around something that makes it feel more, cohesive or something. I don't know, some bullshit.
It doesn't fragment as much now that we all can focus on one thing, burn.
Yeah.
Burning
But
illegal.
This is not sustainable, let me tell you, because I only have built one
Really?
place.
Really?
However, we burned a ridiculous amount of stuff last year, and it should have been done then.
Well,
So,
because the place is just taking a year to
I
do.
imagine with at least $52 worth of cash and
Yeah.
a few church fairs, this is totally sustainable.
Shopping
Quite
for
possibly.
the burning.
No, and I've kind
Sure.
of adopted
Instead
a
of
new
bringing
philosophy
food to the
on this.
potluck, you bring.
You
buy
things to
shit.
burn.
As a matter of fact, you went to a book sale this morning. You guys were going to bring books, I thought.
But they were, I mean,
found a big bundle of books for cheap. If we found a big bundle of books for like nothing, I would have bought them and brought them to burn.
Hey, up here.
They were all too. They were
our
all too.
eyes are all up here.
They were all too nice.
Yeah, they weren't like.
It was like
Right.
They were like $3 a book, so
All right,
that's
so-
not much.
Last episode, we spent a lot of time laughing at how long the apartment took.
Oh yeah, it's been going on too long. It's true.
All right, you admit it though.
Oh yeah. All right. It's actually kind of funny. Once I actually got the plumber in, because all the piping had to be redone. Once I got the plumber in, he was
here
done.
in 2006.
No, it was done in like weekend. It would take a weekend to do like his task,
Yeah.
and then it would be like 5 weeks of slowness.
Joke took too long.
Shut up over there.
And no, so the reason is simple, right? So the guy I'm having doing a lot of the work, who's Val's brother,
Right.
He does a great job, but he
Believe
doesn't
me,
have a lot of time.
Aaron had a go at.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of
Who
time
hasn't
to do it.
Aaron had a
You
go
know,
at?
so that's the problem. It was
Wiry
either
little
spend a
gay
lot
guy.
and get somebody in.
I hope he didn't charge you by the hour
He did.
because you're poor now.
No. Well, but it would just be weeks
that's
in
what
which
that must mean.
he would not be available to
But
come
it's
do
rich in friendship.
some work. So there was no cost.
Oh, okay.
You know, it just took time.
Okay, so
The allegations of always having paint on you at some point.
Oh
or
yeah,
another.
that's true because
I've
I am a
seen it.
terrible
I saw it.
painter. I'm awful at it, and
yeah, but
and I get it everywhere.
So last time we brought up the fact that, like, you know, if you wanted to just throw an investment
Sure,
of a few
sure.
$100s, you could have gotten like the sprayer, which could have.
I would have made such
totally
a fucking
taken care
mess.
of- you-
Such a.
It sounded like you were making a mess anyway.
I was only making a mess on me.
Of
That
himself.
would have made a
Okay,
mess
okay.
everywhere. No, but what would
You
have
just
really
spray
been
painted the
smart of me
floors?
would have been to pay somebody $100 to paint each room. That's what it would have cost.
I think you could. Or you could. You know, there's such a thing as like painting parties, which is kind of like a half-assed
Yeah,
way to
but-
save
but the
yourself
thing
money
is-
and put a burden on your friends.
The thing is, like, I'm a little
Well, I
anal
think
about the
We would've
painting,
been
and
happy.
then
I think we're capable. We're capable painters.
quite possibly. I don't know. I've never had
Nina
you
and I
paint
could've-
anything.
Nina
Banged
did
that out.
paint our entire
Nina,
house.
I've seen Nina's work. She does a great job. But it's done now. There's only a little tiny bit of touch up to do. I'll probably have just paint on my hands once or twice more.
Just furniture and touch-ups, and then you're done.
No, well, Steven has to come back and do about 8 more hours of work.
So now, 8 to 10 more years worth of work, and no time.
Yeah.
Talk about the toilet.
Yep. Oh,
Sure.
So I've been dying to see one of those puppies.
What's that?
It's not a bidet.
It's a bio.
he says it is.
Oh, it's a bidet toilet
They
seat.
actually call it a bidet.
They call it a
that.
bidet seat.
and more.
I guess it does the same job as a bidet, but I thought
Yes.
they would call it something else.
Yeah.
It just squirts water in your bum.
Squat sort of in your bum.
It has a button on it.
It has drying.
Yes, a
Yeah.
dryer, a deodorant.
It also
Different
assists
pressures
with
of
feminine.
water?
Yep, you can adjust the pressure. You can have
Feminine.
it oscillate.
It'll
you can
penetrate you.
feminine
Clean out your
sprayers.
vag canal.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a hose. They shove
Yeah.
it up there and they turn it
A
on.
minge sprayer
I mean, sure, if you like.
for your minge.
Yeah.
I
I have not used it yet.
You haven't.
sprayer.
Oh, okay. But you have used the bidet.
Oh, I tell you.
Tell us about how
Oh,
good
I
it is.
It's just it's funny because there's these websites that are dedicated to reviews of bidets, and you think it's kind of like just a shill for the companies who sell bidets, and because they all have glowing reviews about how it like improves your life and makes your lifetime better. It really does.
There's a convention every year.
I feel like I'm trying to sell Amway to
At what
everybody.
point when you were remodeling, you're like, I need a bidet? Like,
No, it's
I would
just-
be like, I want a crappy toilet and a urinal. I definitely want a urinal. Being
Yeah,
two guys,
Sure. It
Two
makes
gentlemen.
sense.
two gentlemen.
Well,
I'd much rather just have a urinal.
It
than
would
a
have been
bathroom.
nice, but the thing is,
they
for a
smell?
urinal, you need high water pressure.
Delicious.
You need serious freaking water pressure.
Yeah.
And we do not have that here. And also, there's not a lot of room in that bathroom for something like that. So I just had to go with the one.
You got enough room for a bidet.
Look, it just sits on the toilet seat.
It's a corner
But-
bidet.
Yeah, well,
He kitty cornered that bidet.
you can put that on any toilet you like.
The
Honey,
corner
you used
adapter?
it. You used it.
I only peed in it.
And
I'm not about
You
to
didn't
get
douche?
squirted. I don't want to. I don't want
If I
that.
have
Oh.
if I have to poop at any point tonight, if I have to poop
Yes.
at any point tonight, I'm doing it.
If
I
I
don't even
poop,
think
I
I'm
will
gonna
use it.
poop. I think I'm just gonna sit on it and use the functions.
Yeah. So it takes 2 minutes for a wash, 3 minutes for a dry,
Stare into the camera.
5-minute cycle if you like.
The
It has
buttons.
adjustable water temperature. I leave it on the lowest setting because that's about body
You
temperature.
don't go
but can bring
212
it up.
Fahrenheit.
No, no,
Boiling?
you don't want boiling butt.
Pasta
And
water.
what else is there? There's
cooked pasta inside of an
Two
apple.
tablespoons.
there's the
of,
built-in
salt.
deodorizer, so you can
Nice
turn
soft
that
pasta.
on if you're a little smelly.
Get
Smells
a little
fine.
of the steak away.
done.
Yeah.
Carbon
Up
filter,
I mean, it's a fantastic thing. I would love to have one.
Yeah.
Buttons
I
are
have no
very
issue.
clear.
The only
too.
the buttons are it's
Like,
designed
it's a
to be
picture of like a dirty ass, and then a picture of a
no,
clean
it's a
ass.
picture of a butt, and then there's like a sprayer, and you can see the little anus. It's right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
There's even a
Oh,
little anus.
we're being honest about the functions.
No
here.
wonder everybody
Is it
loves
a
it so
male or
much.
female? Do you get to see
No.
No, there's no
Like,
genitalia.
bird's
any
eye
genitals
view.
on there? Either?
It's
They just
actually
show
a
you, like,
really
a
like
badge.
iconic,
If they're going to
iconic
show the
view.
rectum, then
yeah,
Right.
yeah, definitely try it out. Give it a go. Give it a whirl.
Oh,
All right. So what else? What other kind of like I was trying to describe to these guys the sort of fancy things you did in the house electrically.
Yeah, yeah.
But I couldn't without us just laughing and making a joke out of it.
Sure.
But I actually want to know what you did.
So yeah, so the whole house is controlled by a system called Insteon, and every switch point is digitally programmable. So every light can control all other lights.
Does it have a server?
It does have a server, but the server's optional. The server just
Insteon
enables
server.
different additional features. So like for example, when you walk in, you turn on the light over the table, the light over the sink turns on. In the bathroom, when you turn on the shower light and the overhead lights come on.
Does the bidet light come on?
The bidet is not
light show
on an Insteon device.
the bidet starts glowing.
And it's very nice because if you want to change the function of anything, you just go into the program, say what you want to change, and you're good to go.
Right.
And just to be
I
clear,
mean, it does look very
Insteon didn't
cozy
give you
in
any
there.
money.
It looks like a nice place to live.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's turning out.
How much of it was at the expense of the home next to it?
At the expense of the home next
Yeah.
to it? I mean, there's some
That piano
some
room looks
junk
a little-
over there. Yeah, but it's gotten a lot better this week because a lot of the
I
stuff we're going
recommend
to
you
burn.
just get a titanium door and seal
Yeah.
up the rest of the
How
house.
bad was it?
It never turned around.
Oh, it was pretty awful. A lot of these boxes that you see here, and I'm sure you got the footage.
Bidet boxes.
Yeah, they're the bidet boxes here.
It came in a million.
A lot of this stuff was in that
Like I said.
room, so it's
Last
great.
year when we burned stuff, there were a lot of like there were stories in the pile to burn. There were
Yeah.
Memories. We were burning memories.
yeah, well, because that was a
Puppets.
lot of that stuff was either from the basement or from the attic, and this is just a lot of construction waste.
right.
Mike, where's the house?
Yeah, I gotta go do a quick grill run. I'll
very
be back.
well, very well.
I wanted to know how this. When he comes back, we'll ask. I wanted to know how the new place was going to affect the winter parties, the gatherings.
Right, because you can't just all gather in the
I
apartment.
don't think it would much. I would still think most people will be in the
just gonna be
piano
a
room
piano
in the
room
old
still?
space. Yeah.
I
Fair
didn't know.
enough. But as I gaze upon the pile, I see stickage, I see boxes, I see planks of wood, but I don't see a lot of stuff.
There's
No.
a dresser, and there's a hutch in the basement that we were told we.
He
could
wants us to go fish
take
out a hutch out of the water, out
We'll
of the
need a project.
yeah.
We need
yeah.
a project.
Additionally, it did turn into a potluck as we described last time.
But there were some issues with the coordination because not everyone was on Facebook,
Not everybody.
which we talked about last time. Didn't record it, but talked about it.
We talked
Did
about
we?
it last time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
now double the corn. That's what happened.
Yep, double the corn.
This is a good way to have redundant food.
I don't think it's a terrible loss. Double the corn.
No
I'm excited
problem
about
having
the
a lot of
corn.
corn. Really.
But you can see that it's a functional way to talk in a group.
Yeah, certain parties were pissed about the doubling.
It wasn't her.
Who was pissed
Wasn't
about
me.
it?
The parties who were not on Facebook were pissed about it.
Yeah, exactly. The parties who were not looked in on Facebook.
She took my
because they
idea.
don't have it. Well, now we have more corns.
Some of the other spectacles I see as I look around is Alan brought a recliner to sit in and
That's
then
fantastic.
burn later.
I can't wait to hoist that thing onto the fire.
That's the throne.
Before you showed up,
That's the Iron Throne.
before you
That's the game.
That's the game.
That's the game we've been playing.
So between the bidet and like the lazy boy, we've got thrones everywhere.
John sat down in that chair when Alan first arrived with it. He reclined in it. He looked just like a big mass inside of it, and he told us that it was about
Tumor growing out of a chair.
he told us it was about $18 worth of comfort. $18 worth of comfort.
$18 comfort credit.
I'll buy it.
But he hadn't paid a dime, so
So we need to get a hold of Emily. I kind of want to use her as a surrogate.
no, I could though. But you want to use her as a surrogate.
Yeah.
That could be her side business for you.
I mean, the woman just keeps flipping out kids anyway.
You know
I'm
she's
sure
experienced. She.
those lips are flopping.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see why. Why not?
All right, well we can
We're
certainly
gonna do a crossover show, but I was in fucking her.
and whichever one ends up impregnating her wins.
It's like
sorry
Kenny
you're
versus
looking to do
Spenny, but
this.
sex.
I don't know. We're gonna be 30 soon. Might as well just get it over with.
Oh,
Mike's already in his
she just
30s.
IM'd me. She said, "Hope you're enjoying the burning."
Yeah.
Wanna
Want to fill up that
call
uterus?
into Hawaii?
Oh, we're offering her to call
Oh,
in.
fantastic!
You can
We're
propose
gonna put
this
her
over
on the
phone.
spot. She won't be able to deny. She won't be able to refuse the semen.
This
you
is
know
like the
what
Corleone.
I can't refuse the semen.
I want no part of the deed, to be honest with you. I don't want to have sex with a woman ever in my life. I want no
Nobody
part of
has to have sex with her. Why are we saying this? This is insane.
that. I think Mike wants to.
We have.
Oh,
Yeah, Mike's like, I'd like to try it. Why not?
all right.
Maybe I'm not that
Got a
gay
good
after all.
adventurous attitude.
I wouldn't even be able to perform.
Try a new
I
restaurant.
wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay,
There is probably a significant difference in tightness.
Hachi says.
There's a,
Making-
there's
Well, like
a
King Richard's
chicken
Fair.
announcement. We've lost Kyle to the chicken.
It doesn't matter if
We
he's
need
rolling
this
cameras.
chicken on
The
camera.
song of John and the chicken called Kyle away.
The chicken song.
The chicken calling.
Now you may or may not be able to hear her that well. Maybe I'll at least
You think she'll even
translate.
pick up
You
for
can translate.
You might be able to hear this.
She'll pick up for Frankie.
Be like, Aaron has a very important.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, so you've become a topic as we sit in front of this pile of burnables
and this recording device.
and this recording device.
Sitting in front of this cabbage that's on fire, and we thought, wow, sounds like Emily.
No, Aaron.
Kyle dropped
Kyle's
his
trying to
chicken.
both eat chicken and film. Mike and Aaron want to. They're. It sounds
We're
to
looking
me
for an experienced and antique vag now.
they're looking for an
Antique.
experienced and antique vag canal to make their gay baby with.
Did you say antique?
Yeah, right.
Antique.
So basically, are you still looking for work?
I vintage.
Aaron, can you hear Aaron when he speaks?
A little bit, yeah.
He says, "Are you still looking for work?" Basically.
I bet it pays better than my current job, so yeah.
You would consider it at the very least.
Do you have to get fucked at your current job?
Hannah wants to know if you have to get fucked at your current job by gay people
Or straight?
or straight.
I think our IT guy is gay, but he doesn't fuck me, so I guess that doesn't
The problem is she's living in
Yet.
Texas. How would this all go down? Do I just ship you some of my spunk?
Chip it on ice.
It shows up with an Amazon drone.
Spills out a little bit.
It's been shaken. It's frothy.
It's like, this isn't going to work at all. It showed up damaged. I mean, how much does one pay for a surrogate?
I don't know. That's a good question. It's a very
I don't
expensive
really
thing privately.
know. I don't think it's supposed to be a money-making venture. I think the parents pay for the medical procedures. And that.
No, I think in the real world it's a money making thing.
It's typically $10,000 to $30,000.
Yeah, I mean I would say 10 is
Quite
the
a
low
range.
side. Yeah,
Yeah.
Aaron seems to think it is a money-making venture.
it is. It
Well,
totally
well,
is. That's why it's so
10
difficult.
I
for
didn't
people
know.
to-
I didn't
for
know
gay
that
guys
to make
to
me
have-
money. I've been giving this shit away for free.
Help people who have like medical issues.
Emily
or,
says
like,
that
can't.
she's been giving it away for free all this time.
Well, here's the problem. Mike and I, we want no part of women in general. Nina's pretty much our only woman friend. So
And Maka.
we
And
don't
Hannah,
have
you're not so
we don't
bad.
have these
Yeah, and the little
friends
dog.
hanging around that
We're
are willing to
acquaintances.
sell their uterus.
You would never do it, Hannah.
No. Well, no. It depends what my situation was, I guess.
See, 10 grand, it's a reasonable price, but to ask somebody like 30, 40 grand, it's just out of touch.
It's out of touch with the going rate.
I'll just steal a child for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The court time and the
Or are they
lawsuit.
finding that elsewhere?
Say again?
Am I providing the egg as well, or are they finding that elsewhere? Are they
Oh,
doing
is
that
she
for,
providing the
one of
egg as
their
well? Is it
sisters,
actually her offspring?
Or
It could be like your sister, your
No,
sisters.
her offspring. No, we don't want my sister in there.
What about my
Aaron
killer?
would much rather use your genetics than any of his families.
well, maybe Hannah wants to give the egg. That would work, right?
I
now,
could do that.
And then they would be slightly Pakistani.
I'm not using them.
You know-
Yeah, it could be
Slightly
Hannah's
toasted.
egg, Emily's uterus,
Emily doesn't
and
think
then
there'd be
one
an
of the
issue
gentleman's
with
spunk.
getting rid of your own offspring, though. I feel like as a mother, it'd be hard for her.
She's got 3 already.
Oh, giving up my offspring? Is that what you're saying?
The concept
Nobody
of yeah,
wants that.
exactly.
Maybe if I had never done it before, but I think I've.
You're good to get rid of the ones you have now?
Yeah, she's ready to get rid of the existing ones.
That's that
I need in
antique
my
quality
life.
you were looking
I've got
for. That's where it
my
comes in
offspring.
handy.
I've got plenty of them, you know.
She says she's got plenty.
All right, well,
very much.
let's do this.
Next Friday.
We'll
at
get
2
you a
p.m.
plane ticket. In about 10 months, when it's good and ready to be on a plane, you just send it back.
In a reed basket.
Yeah, we
in
will give you a
swaddling clothes.
return shipping label.
Technically, Mike and I aren't married yet. You could just marry one of us for the health insurance if you don't have health insurance.
Oh my,
Yeah,
so romantic.
we'll get divorced right afterwards.
Wait.
Look at all the benefits
We get
of
divorced
this
right
job.
after.
Well,
All right. Well, thanks for being on our show
we'll
today.
we'll keep this in the background
Oh,
somewhere.
thank you.
I'll tell you.
Maybe,
Whoop,
maybe make a follow-up documentary to your wedding one about babies and the racket that is.
How can I? I mean, if you guys actually went through with it, how can I not?
I would be willing to make a documentary. If you can find us a surrogate, we'll make a documentary out
I
of
think
it.
I found you one. I think I fished
We'll
one right
see
out of
if
Texas.
she comes through.
right.
This Texan,
Aaron seems
Dame.
skeptical.
See if you
Aaron
come
seems
through.
skeptical that you would ever actually do this.
it's a
Really? Oh.
big request.
I did get contacted by a guy on OkCupid who was really pushing me to agree to have another baby.
These guys on OkCupid want her to.
Yeah, that was really the most I could agree to ever would be to surrogate, because he's like, well, sounds like you really like being pregnant. I'm like, yeah, but being pregnant is fine. It's the fact that you take home another baby and have to take care of it.
Yeah, we'll take care of that part.
Mike and I got
the baby
this.
part.
All right, thank you, Emily.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Bye.
Well, fantastic.
That went well.
Yeah.
Success.
I'm telling you, she's pretty. She's down to clown.
Frankie has some serious
There's a
contacts.
press area?
Because I don't think I would know somebody that could just call and be like, can you use your womb for 9 months?
Well, you went to high school with her too, you know.
I don't remember that. Can one of my friends fuck you?
Hey,
That's what you're asking.
hey, you busy?
You busy right now? Can one of my friends come over and fuck you up?
So you wanted talking points, and then we'll bring John back over to
sure.
to answer
Maybe
more.
John will be my surrogate.
So do you remember? You were in 5th grade with us? Yeah.
Oh yes.
And we had a. Do you remember? Do you remember the music? Do you remember the music teacher we had, Mrs.
She used to clap when we came in the room, and we had to mimic her.
We had to
clapping.
mimic her clapping. She'd be like clap, 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 and then we'd all go clap,
I only
clap,
remember
clap.
a handful of teachers.
Yeah, that
I
kinda
remember
shit.
the science teacher. I remember the art teacher.
The science teacher
remember
had
the
a
music teacher from the
big
middle school.
fupa.
Yeah, it was like a sea turtle stuck in some netting.
A baby sea turtle.
Did it shift around?
Oh yeah. There's a bunch of placentas all caught up for the
A
last
bunch
20
of
years of her life.
placentas.
Maybe she could have given you her womb.
There we go. I remember the music teacher from middle school, Farius.
No, but she was a horrible cunt.
She's dead.
Is she really?
She died. Somebody told me that recently.
Oh.
Was it Keith or something?
No one remembers her.
Nobody told you?
No
Hey,
one will ever.
Keith. Did come over here for a second. Come over just for a second. He was pissed. He was pissed.
Oh, he's pissed.
Was it you that told me that that our middle
No cameras!
our middle school music teacher died?
I think she's dead. Yeah.
Somebody told me this recently.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
John said she's been.
She's dead. What happened? Fell down some stairs?
Get over here.
John said she did not fall downstairs.
She died from age?
She died from age.
Bye-bye.
No one's ever died from age
She
in their
died from
lives.
the age.
I'm not buying that for a second.
60 when she taught us.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
She had some time left. There
Don't
must have
you
been
shake your
something.
head.
Well, so when did she die?
A few years ago.
Last night.
I remember I took band just to avoid her.
Yeah, a lot of people did.
It's a comedy show, Keith.
He's like, guys, cancer's a serious problem.
He's out of here. He's pissed.
It's a comedy show.
We ruined the party for him.
Well, anyway, Mrs.
She's dead too.
Apparently, there was a rumor, Nina tells me, that she would pee on her hand.
Out in the back of the school.
Yeah. What? I don't remember
Someone
that.
said that they saw her in the back of the school after school one day, squatting and peeing on her own
And
hand.
It's like a Goosebumps book.
The piss in the back.
The piss in the back.
By R.L. Stein. The piss in the back.
Number 43.
43.5
and then
we got
the
released.
piss in the back too. And then 3 and 4 and 5.
The piss in the back too. The piss comes back.
The piss is in the back, and
The
it
piss
comes
is back.
The piss in the back door.
Kyle, your brother's here.
My poop shoot.
How was he? Are you enjoying yourself at a burning? You seemed like you were
got a
excited about
thumbs up,
this.
I
I
think.
hope that it's living up to our redneck loser lives. Are living up
We
to.
look forward to this once a year.
Aaron's been looking forward to it on bated breath.
With.
Bated breath. Hannah and Kyle both showed up with a lot of excitement.
Oh yeah.
With a zip car.
Giddy with excitement.
Giddy with excitement. See, the thing is, I want to see things burn that you never burned before. That's the fun of this. Is
That's what's going to be fun about the chair. Although Alan and I were talking about
It's a good thing
that,
he brought
that
it.
we have to do
Bureau,
some
that'll be
surgery
fun.
because there are probably some springs in there that may become dangerous.
springs.
Yeah, so we're going to have to perform surgery on the chair before we put it in the fire. For safety's sake.
Yeah.
For eyeballs.
Aaron brought his
We
dog.
need these.
Hey, Frankie, you know what I did at my mom's the other night?
What?
I took a plastic bag and I put it over my head just to freak her out. Were you guys all told when you were kids,
Oh, yeah.
like, never
Stay
put
the
a
hell
bag
away.
over your
Joke
head?
around.
She
Yeah.
freaked out. She
Who?
freaked out. My mom.
When was this?
I took a shopping bag the other night at her house and I
So-
slowly lowered it over my head.
When I was like maybe 12 or 13,
Suicide.
which is old enough to kind of, I'm aware of what's going on. I remember I was at
You're not
my
gonna breathe
aunt
in a
and uncle's
plastic
house,
bag,
and they were
yeah,
having a
so-
birthday party for one of their kids, and like I had just like put a plastic bag on top of my head, like it wasn't even over my face, and this woman, like who I didn't even know, like
Maybe
started
it was my
flipping
mom.
out on me, like how dangerous it was, and of course I'm old enough to be like, just shut up, just shut up, just shut your mouth,
Just shut up.
Shut up, lady.
stop being crazy.
No, the problem is when parents put plastic bags over their kids' heads
Right.
to kill them, not when
Yeah.
we do it to
Yeah, if you
So was
strangle
she
the
like,
bag.
pissing
Or
at
if you
you?
like fill the cradle
She
with them.
she just got like super anxious. She was like freaking out.
Somebody made her believe.
Yeah, I was like, I need you to explain this to me, Mom. Was there a kid who died of this that caused this fear in your generation of
Like, what?
parents?
Yeah.
I don't understand what's the danger of a plastic bag. Like I could, if I was at the final step where I'm out of oxygen and I can't breathe anymore, I could just rip the bag very easily over
I
my
think
mouth.
what happened is people would give them to babies to play with, or they would line cribs with them.
Yeah, babies who look if they roll over
Yeah,
the wrong way
they
can't.
don't have
They're dead.
anything. Yeah.
Babies who
useless.
Like the sea
not,
turtle
not
getting
even
stuck in the
rolling
net.
over. They just die.
Would you
laying
want
there,
Emily
'cause-
to carry?
Yeah, who knows?
Oh yeah.
Like crib death, like
Yeah.
you know,
But,
sudden
like,
infant
SIDS.
death syndrome just happens.
Any
for no
kid
reason.
over like the age of 8 should be able to live through a plastic bag event.
Any kid over the age of what, 4?
Did you ever hear a rumor that Mrs. Damaris, the music teacher, peed on her hand in the back of the school?
Keith
I don't
says
know this
no.
one either.
And put a finger in the stink.
Pinky finger up there.
The elementary school one.
Thumb up there.
Nina heard this.
I think she just heard it this week because how have we never heard of this? Did
Well,
somebody catch her doing it?
Megan told me.
Did she get her hands peed
Told
on?
me this in 5th grade.
I don't remember why, but she like ran out of the classroom one time. I heard a story where like
Keith said
yeah,
that
she got
ran
upset
out of
about
the
something and
classroom
ran out of
one
the
time
classroom. Was it?
I'm narrating.
She's
You don't have a mic.
reiterating.
Because I don't have a microphone.
Right,
okay.
right.
No, yes. So Keith said that there was a rumor, or it happened one time. That I heard that too. I did hear that someone upset her. A student said something to her. And
I don't
she
remember
ran out of
ever
classroom
having a
time.
teacher-
I believe she was
Ran out of
called a
class and
dyke.
peeing on her
Is what I heard.
fingers.
Wait a minute, we had a teacher.
Can we talk about our social studies teacher in middle school who was totally a stoner and he would come back stoned. He would just
Wait, which one?
mustachio.
Oh, I never knew him. I never
yeah.
had him.
He
for
was.
sure.
I mean, being old enough now to know, like, I've smoked. He was a stoner. There's no doubt in my mind.
Explain to Hannah like what marijuana is and like how
Marijuana is.
she just smokes her face off.
I was gonna bring one, but then I thought I'd make people uncomfortable.
Probably.
Have you seen the company we keep here? You can do whatever you
You
want.
could have just done it behind the fire and nobody would ever know.
Yeah, now I kind of wish you had.
With
'cause
the
you'd
fan
enjoy,
blowing in your
enjoy
face.
yourself.
I'm not quite sure. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Mike and I kind of feel the same way. Like, we feel like we couldn't even bring a pack of beers without getting like the scowl. for
No,
some reason.
who honestly do you think at this point would do that?
Keith,
I think many.
Me? No.
No, but like honestly, if somebody wanted to bring some weed and go back and smoke, like why would anybody
In
care?
Nick's garden.
Like I probably,
The coolest place to smoke weed.
But again, do you think there'd be an issue? Like nobody
No, I
would
don't
even
think
know
so.
about it.
I don't
Like,
think so.
You agree with me though, Nina? Like he was a massive stoner.
I
don't
think
know how,
he used to go out to his car and smoke and then come back
too.
like
He
that
would
in
literally
the middle
leave
of
the
the day,
classroom.
new high.
He would leave sometimes during class. Yeah, he really would. Come back like 10
What was
minutes
it? What were the indicators that he was doing this?
He would just sometimes have like this blank stare, and he would just talk to you, and he'd always do this. He'd always go, "Hey," and he'd just point at like the Fonz,
Which is what Hannah
like,
does.
like an old stoned Hans.
He would also
Porn
like
stash and all.
he would
You say
also like
Hans?
shift mid
Old
lesson.
Hans. I was thinking porn stash and
An old
I don't know,
Hans.
An old Hans.
Hans
He would
Grouper.
like shift mid lesson too, and like kind of like move on to something else. Like he got bored by it. He'd be
Yeah,
like,
he was just
"Well,
a no attention span. That's probably the grossest thing I've ever heard personally, and it's true. Parts aren't funny.
And it's true. It's true.
And people, it is true.
It's
There's a
true.
little
what they say.
ambiguity whether that was a queef or not. Was it a queef? A quaff?
A quaff. All right. I have other topics. I can't attest to their quality.
But how did like management not know? And management, I mean principal and stuff. Like how do you not? Yeah, how do you know that is not
I
a
think they
stoner
didn't
right there?
care.
I guess so.
And I mean, like students weren't going to them
Oh my
saying
god,
like
you
he's
shot
a
yourself
stoner.
on mic.
Oh.
Use the bidet.
I should.
We're gonna take this into the bidet room. Well, Frank uses it.
We're only seeing this like in hindsight. Like if he was a high school teacher, it probably wouldn't have gotten
Right,
away
I
with
guess
it.
so. But I kind of always knew something was off about
Yeah.
him. Our middle school was weird. Remember, like there was the two twin brothers. Like
Yeah.
that was really strange.
We had like
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
we had multiple
Yeah.
teams.
Missing Galliant.
middle school.
One of them ended up getting Fat Gums got fired for being for not letting a girl go to the bathroom.
I used to
And
pull
she
that
had
shit
to
all the
pay.
time.
I gotta pee. Wait, this is something Hannah and I were talking about recently. I'm sure you guys remember as well. There was something. See, Hannah grew up in Jersey, and it really couldn't have been any different.
Now I get it.
You visited here enough to know that like you probably went to school with the same sorts of kids. we
Oh,
did.
definitely.
Maybe just Italian instead of Portuguese.
Yeah, definitely Italian.
Yeah. But they, the girls especially had kind of a, like, they really liked having license to tell them, like, I have to pee. Like they wanted to use the word pee. They wanted to describe
And there
the
was
act.
something about saying it out loud. Like there was something brave about going, I have to pay.
Yeah. Pay.
Hi.
It was more than saying, "Can I go to the bathroom?" It was kind of like swearing without getting in trouble. Probably
I'm
the
gonna
closest.
shit my pants.
It was a declaration of their independence over their bodies and their
No,
urethras.
I think it's really strange.
A feminist statement.
After 4th grade, you should no longer have to ask to use the bathroom. You should be independent enough to know, I kind of have to go.
What? You probably would have a problem though, and you know it.
Yeah.
With I mean, the student body would all be in the bathroom at once.
Yeah, but I feel like
Water bottle.
Yeah.
in high school, I think most of the classes you didn't have to ask. You could just get up, right?
In high school?
Yeah.
No, I think they got kind of uptight about it.
No, most of I
They
remember
had like a hall
being able
pass
to
you
just
could
kind of
just
get up.
get. And
You might have just done it. You might
Yeah,
have just
I think
said,
so.
screw this.
Yeah, I don't remember having to ask.
and
Not
about
being able to hear
bathroom.
the person
And
screaming
no one
at
was
you.
going to say any shit to you. They were just like, I'm just going to let Aaron
See,
go.
everybody's farts time would have been a great segue into that argument with the teachers. Just, I've got to use the bathroom. No.
Everybody leaves right then.
Yeah, start
Yeah.
farting wildly.
Yeah. Because he had to anyway.
Haphazardly farting. Like Hannah just said.
Hannah and Kyle went to
Are you guys dating yet?
yeah. Went to the Harvard book. Was it a Harvard?
it was the warehouse, Harvard Bookstore warehouse.
Yeah.
So they sell all their like leftovers and old books and.
That and the fact that it's the summer reminds me of summer reading.
Yes,
I
I've
want-
been asking
What
all of the
bullshit
high
was
schoolers. My cousin is reading Stephen King
Really, for school.
for her summer reading. Yeah, I forget which one it was. Misery. She's reading Misery.
That's kind of nice.
Her English class is themed Dangerous Obsessions.
Can you get away with just watching the movie and calling it a
Can you
day?
get away with R.L. Stein books instead of Stephen King books?
Somehow R.L. Stein is the candy of
The
books.
pea behind
Giant
the
store of
school.
Stephen King.
But when I think of summer reading books, I think of The Old Man and the Sea, which is a very
Boring as fuck.
but it's a very adult message. I mean, you can't,
It's a very Christian message.
and very Christian message. You can't have a 12-year-old read that and have it mean anything to them.
Hey, it's better than The Pearl.
Do we have to read The Pearl? John Steinbeck,
The Pearl was the
Cuban
that-
Summit.
Alan, I think Alan and I ripped out every page of The Pearl.
Oh, I
chewed
remember
it up
this.
in class, and every time the teacher would turn around, we would just throw it up on the ceiling. So The Pearl is
You were
stuck
like
in a wad.
you were the only person in our generation still doing spitballs. That was mostly left behind
A
in the
spitball
70s and
out of a
80s.
whole book.
Maybe
Yeah.
Alan remembers.
Yeah.
Alan!
I never saw a spitball in the wild.
Alan!
Was it you and I that ripped up and chewed up The Pearl and... and
Alan confirms the story.
It now sits on the ceiling.
He has not been back to verify it, he
Sparking it. It's
says.
so
Because you were
strange.
yelling at him.
It's last I knew it was still there.
But last he knew it was still there.
What was still there? The
Every page
bits of
of The
paper
Pearl,
on the
right?
ceiling?
Yeah, the way the ceiling was, it wasn't like a drop ceiling. It was this weird thing that just kind of absorbed everything.
Was it like textured?
It was a
Yeah.
textured ceiling, and it just absorbed.
Textured.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Absorbed all this.
Every time the teacher turned around, we would have this wad of paper and ink in our mouth because
I remember it. It was in Michael's class, wasn't it?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Michael's was out because of the
Michael's
brain
had her giant
and
tumor.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And it was just one
They
of those
used the teacher's
Hulu subs
illness.
that was like, boy, what do you kids do all day?
do
Read a story.
and also, do you remember on the side of in one of the book there was like this big picture of a dragon with a really long snout, and we put Baker's penis on the side of it, and one of the substitutes, Gordon, was like, "You, I got to talk to you about something."
Talk to me at the end of
And I
class.
just walked out
You
instead.
just screwed out of class.
Oh, you just left. Yeah.
It was when he was leaving to go to the bathroom. He just, bam.
I remember that. Wait, and also, Alan, were you involved in?
Remember the paper towels in the bathroom with the water and stuff, toilet paper?
That sounds oddly familiar.
That was Jared
This
and
is
Eddie.
why we're not allowed to go to the bathroom on our own. Because, okay, you've just broken down your own
Check
point.
and bathroom packs.
We were just talking about that. Were you involved in placing potato chips in Jacob Sadek's
God, yes.
social studies?
That's the best because it's time release hilariousness. Where it's like you bank it away and it comes back tenfold. Because like 3 months later, we're sitting in class and it's like, open up to page 112, and you just see Jake go, oh.
Yeah, Jake would be like, "Damn it,
buddy.
That is in his head. He thinks maybe he did it. He'll be like, I must put a potato chip in my book for later.
Oil stains and all.
Do you remember the time that you drew a picture perfect penis in my notebook?
I love this.
It was so photorealistic. unlike drawing like a
Looked
little
like a diagram.
No, it was incredible.
It's not like drawing, like a little kid does, where it's like a banana with 2 balls underneath.
It had a vein. It had like a urethra. Like you could kind of you could put it in Maya and sort of. Yeah.
I had like the glands and the ridge. And
I wanted to admire it, but I had to close the notebook.
We all want to admire a penis during this class, but
Do you agree out of all the public school, middle school was by far the strangest?
Middle school was whack.
It was such a strange. During lunch, we would just go into the auditorium, feel around in the dark, and just kind of, I don't know what we were doing during lunchtime.
It was when you kind of woke up as an adolescent and you had the ability, like suddenly you had decision-making abilities.
We realized we could get away with stuff.
You had the ability to fuck with people.
It was. There was a time in science class where we were making these bags for scallops to attach to in the river. And at one point, Jared starts going off on his own on the outdoors, and he starts just ripping up flowers out of the field for some reason. And then pissed the teacher off so bad, she kicked him out of class and told him to go to detention. So after that, Eddie and I both decided we want to do the same thing. So as soon as she turned it back, Eddie went into the field and just started ripping flowers up, doing the same exact thing. And then seconds later, I did the same thing. Since they were all outside for class, how was she going to convey that we were supposed to go to detention? Instead, we all just wandered the halls for the rest of the period. It was fantastic.
This is what you get for trying to teach people.
Yeah,
Fuck you, man.
Nothing can happen in there.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I definitely didn't want to get in trouble when I was that age until I met you guys and I got a little more comfortable with it.
Yeah, I mean, life's not.
I just felt like none of the teachers gave a shit. Like none of the teachers were passionate about what they were teaching. They ended up teaching like middle school. They weren't teaching like college or even high school.
You don't
level.
need a degree to teach anything in middle school.
Yeah, and they didn't give a shit. So I was like, they weren't passionate.
Didn't you go on like a beach field trip and you fucked off on the beach?
Yes, and we delayed the whole school buses returning back to school.
Remember the high school field trip when
we were hiding in the dunes?
Of going to like one of the creeks and picking up tons of shit just to help clean up.
Yes. Okay. So for those who didn't go to school with us, we had a big thing about watersheds.
Oh, that's what it was.
And the Westport River. We had a big thing about a responsibility
My school had that too.
to our coast.
Yeah, we had. It was naturey as fuck around.
We
us.
loved
It was
that.
probably similar. But
Did you have water nearby?
It wasn't beach. It was rivers.
Well, Jersey doesn't have any water. No.
I don't think it's on the. Yeah, that's
Princeton's inland.
Okay.
But
So-
there is the shore.
I claimed I had an allergy for that, so I didn't have to go on the
What
trip.
would you have been allergic to?
I was like, I have a lot of like outdoor allergies.
Shellfish.
So she made me sit there after class and import everything into like an Excel spreadsheet, and then I was done. That was like my
We left
penance.
that watershed cleanup with about 10 bags of trash and like a whole toilet like that was decimated, like, a big huge piece of the ceramic toilet. we get in the bus and we start singing 99 bottles of something on the wall, you titrate one, all that crap.
Titrate one?
Yeah, instead of using the normal song.
We're using a science-based version.
Yeah, but from the course to the watershed to back to the high school, we probably threw out about 8 bags worth of trash onto the road, including the toilet seats. We were just throwing like
Not in the watershed anymore.
chunks of toilet out of the back and it was just shattering on the road.
Much like the burning today, just harmful ecological terrorism.
I had steps that could get rid of them.
Comically destructive behavior. So I think it's time to invite John back to the mic.
I will get
Into the
Johnny.
fold.
Yeah, just yell for him.
John!
Bring us home, Johnny. Okay, tell us what's in this pile besides the boring
Are there
stuff.
any memories that we should be aware of before they go
Not a whole
up in
hell of a
flames?
lot, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Bureau?
Well, I can tell you the story behind the bureau. So when we lived in Tiverton, and we moved there from there in
You lived in
1989. Yeah,
I lived in Tiverton for a long time.
amazing. Our next door neighbors they were the Alberts. They had a daughter, and she had a
Passed away in
bedroom
that
set.
bureau.
And we bought that bedroom set for like $100, and this is one of the pieces of that bedroom set.
Back in
Another piece.
1989?
No.
Screwed.
No.
Passed away.
We bought it in like 93. There's one more piece I would love to burn, but it's in
away
the
in the bureau.
basement, and it's really hard. Kyle's seen it.
The hutch?
Yeah, the hutch. I'd love to get rid of it. It's been down there since
Borrow
we
a
bought
non-white
it.
shirt. I'll help get it out of there.
Yeah, sure. You know, I got shirts.
Yeah, why did you dress kind of formally?
I didn't. It's not really
This
formal.
isn't formal.
Yeah,
I mean, you could just go in the A shirt too.
Give me a
You know,
white shirt.
show the bod.
Salad
you know.
days.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
That's true.
What kinds of things did we burn last time?
Last time we were burning a lot of trash from a lot of stuff from the attic, and I had a lot of wood from the basement from when it flooded. We just kind of took all the furniture that was down there and burnt that. This is really more cardboard because everything comes in cardboard, and a lot of construction debris. There's a bunch of doors underneath, all the old doors.
So how long will this keep us?
We're going pretty slow right now, but once the sun gets a little further down, or whenever we want to, basically, we'll start really piling it on, and we'll go right through.
I think people were
the larger wood products will last a long time.
Yeah, we got it. All this has to go tonight. Every bit of it.
He told me this when I showed up that he's been picking up pieces of organ since.
I have. I find especially lumps of metal, like lumps of light metals.
The logic behind the smoke management. Have you got some complaints from those neighbors?
No. I just thought it would be nice to have at least an area where you weren't going to get covered in smoke scent, because that always happens to me when I have the fires. Like you come away smelling kind of like smoky.
It just so happened that it made all the debris come in this direction of the podcast.
Really?
When they were burning paper.
It was coming on to us like snow.
Oh wow. Well, normally no
Nuclear
one would
fallout.
be sitting over here, so that's okay.
Before you leave,
sure.
Tell us real quick about your neighbors.
What happened to Kitty?
Kitty's fine. I love my kitty.
Is Kitty alive? Because we haven't seen her in years.
Yeah, she's better with people now. Not great,
Okay.
but she's a little better. She's not going to be around. There's too many people today. No, Kitty did not die.
They're really worried that the kitty's somewhere in one of the disaster rooms.
Oh no, she does.
Skeleton
She does
kitty.
hide in it sometimes. Hide in one of the disaster
So when
rooms.
the new place is done, complete,
Yeah.
you're gonna seal her in there.
No, she'll still be able to move
Like
into
Han
the.
Solo in
She
Car
really
Crash.
likes that
You're gonna let
piano
her
room.
free reign.
She likes that piano room a lot. That's her
All right,
room.
Fine.
She's the trophy of Jabba the Hutt.
No, but she'll spend the evenings in the apartment.
We have Kitty's sister,
Yep.
and she's perfectly normal.
How's she doing? Good.
Yeah, she became a normal cat when we got the dog, strange enough. Feral animals, they're a little bit weird. For the first year, she was just terrible, couldn't really hold her, couldn't do anything, just hissed and
Yeah, my cat
scratch ya.
does not like to be held.
We
She'll
got the dog,
tolerate it,
and now
but-
all she does is rub up against Maka. She's
Yeah.
great friends with her.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You get
We
white
let
cat
him-
hair
we
all
let
over
him-
that black fur.
We let them both outside.
How you like having
every
the
day.
dog? Good.
Yeah, we love it. We love the dog. I didn't really think of myself as a dog. I get these fucking hiccups of a dog person. But I really love her.
Yep.
Love having it.
Wonderful.
What do you do in the city? Do you walk her
I bang her.
around?
Oh, what?
Do you walk her on like the sidewalk, or do you
We
take
do.
her
We
to a
live
park?
near Tufts, and you're not really supposed to get into the field, but somebody keeps cutting a big hole in the fence, so we go into
Some other dog
to
owner.
the fenced fields, and we just throw the ball.
How
She's
lovely.
obsessive over the tennis ball.
Hannah remembered you as being her height.
Yeah, I thought you were short for some reason.
Well, aren't you a jackass?
There
No,
was-
my
did you catch all the sass in his face when he said that? There were like tears of sass.
That's just inside of you. But my question, John, was
Yeah.
not going to be about Kitty. It was going to be the story
How
of the.
tall are you?
All right, enough.
Five?
You remember me being 5'5"? This is ridiculous.
She called you a little wiry gay guy.
Yeah.
A little wiry gay
If I was
guy?
going to call somebody a little wiry gay guy, it'd be Kyle.
You are wiry.
Or you. I wanted to know about your neighbor's dozer.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so...
Did they kill their chickens with it?
No, but they were trying to push down more trees because they love to push down trees and rocks.
Is this the one with the crowbar in your car? And
No, this is the
whatever?
husband, the husband.
And we'll film this right after
it was
we're
more
done.
reasonable.
Yeah, whatever.
He was... Oh, my time's up. I'll be back in a couple minutes
shit.
to tell the rest of the story.
Next time on.
Next time.
How are we?
Oh, the cliffhangers.
Well, maybe you can try to tell it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So they have this bulldozer, and they just keep mowing things down.
Yes, and some other heavy
Because this is what
construction
happens in
equipment
Westport.
too.
People buy some old junky machinery and just knock shit down.
Suddenly
and
they're
give
Stuff in their
farmers
yard,
and
and all of a
lumbermen.
sudden they're farmers.
Yeah.
Essentially, they decided to try to use a bulldozer across the
After
street.
a rainstorm.
And I'll remind you that these are the same people that tried to kill John with a crowbar.
With a crowbar. Because he said whatever while driving a piano down
Right.
his driveway.
All of this happened. Which he drove by playing it
Saloon music. With his
giant acrylic nails and long hair.
wavy hair. Yeah, whatever, bitch.
This is all lore at this point.
My favorite of the lore.
I might yell at him too for that. That would be a little ridiculous.
I might attack
They tried
with a crowbar.
to
Maybe not.
use a bulldozer the day after a huge rain, and
Push down trees.
The day
gotta see
after.
it.
No, it
Oh,
was
is it like still like
oh, you'll see.
a
Yeah,
permanent structure now?
it is like
It is
James
submerged.
Cameron underground.
But it was like a week of rain. We had like 4 days straight of rain. Like I was afraid our basement was going to flood
Yeah,
again. It
and they
was-
decided that
everything
now's
was
the time.
soft,
I
and
feel like I
decided
need
was
those
fine.
sunglasses. I think they might match my ensemble.
My hair might be
I
caught.
kind of want to eat.
Well, we're almost done. We only have a couple of minutes. But there's not much else to say other than these idiots across the street decided to.
You want to bring them in pot?
Sink a dozer, yeah.
And I guess the dozer started slowly sinking into like the thing, and he couldn't move it.
John, help us, John!
So then he got
whatever.
So then he got another piece of equipment, like a backhoe.
John did?
Could not get it out. The neighbor.
What did I tell you?
Trying to dig
Yeah,
out.
So John came over with a paintbrush. And
Painted the bulldozer. It was
It's gonna take a year, but I'm gonna get it out of here.
by God.
And the thing has
paint
sunk
alone.
and sunk and sunk, and now it's like halfway covered up. It will never ever
Seriously?
come out.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier he should just push it down.
It looks
to get
like
rid of it.
yeah, just push it underground all the way next time it rains. It looks like the Statue of Liberty in the
People
Planet
are
of
such
Apes.
jackasses.
Planet of the Apes.
I don't know. Why do you get into something that you have no clue?
It's a steak tip announcements. Maybe we should just call
John
it.
just keeps screaming steak tits, steak tits.
Maybe now's the time to call it so that Aaron
Yeah,
can
whatever. Goodbye.
feed. I'll tell you what we'll do. We will shoot some of the burning, and we'll also go take a look at the bidet with the camera and the bulldozer. All right, bye.
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 Hello, everybody. I said, what a simply super day. Gosh, yes.
So, Bruno,